ओम शांति अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत है।
Om Shanti. Welcome everyone to Avyakti Parivar. From today we are going to start a new series for the month of September, and the title of this new series is Become Free from Problems, Become an Embodiment of Solutions, and Make Others the Same. And today's signal, Avyak signal is transform the old language and the old ways. And the signal is transform the old language and the old ways. Babdada's only desire is that reasons should now finish and only solutions should be visible. Problems should finish and things continue to be resolved. Therefore, don't speak of any excuses in terms of weaknesses, but find a solution. Now, transform the old language, old ways, the language of carelessness and bitterness. Om Shanti. So, this whole month we practiced the volcanic yoga and we created that atmosphere. So, volcanic remembrance. So, with volcanic remembrance, we have created that atmosphere. And with that, others can experience those vibrations even from a distance. We can influence the vibrations even at the distance. So in Lokik also, if there is a good saint, so if he is sitting in tapasya, then others can feel the vibrations from even from a distance. So Baba also want that his children should become embodiment of tapasya. So what happened, like sometimes the intellect is confused, so the mind think about more the problems than the solutions. So since 2 3 days I was thinking about like that problems are also kind of situations. So people say, oh, this is a problem. So mama used to tell us, like, see, if there is a knot, if the knot is there, then we sometimes tie it, sometimes untie it. So there is solution of for every problem there is a solution. But the mind, the intellect is so busy in thinking about the problems that they are not even able to discern or decide. So at that time, if we don't think about the actual problem and think about the solution, for instance, if there is a fire at one place and the firefighter goes there and just kept inquiring about like how it happened, why it happened, no, they don't do that. First of all, they think about the solution. They extinguish the fire first, and then they try to think about, okay, how did it happen? What was the reason? So, the same way, if there is a problem, just think about the solution first. Don't blame other. Like if you do that, the time is waste. You're creating bad karma. So and intellect is also so entangled in these things if we think about those. So just think about good things. So this series is so the volcanic series was really nice. We have all had good experience. We experimented, practiced all the signals. So for that, we all should take care of this, that the homework that we have for the month of September is become free from problems, become an embodiment of solutions. So I remember that few years back, Avyak Babdada also gave this homework that I also remember that, and I still have the experience of those at that time, that practice we did at that time. Like if we are listening to something, listen to it, but don't get involved so much. So what will happen with that, that we are, if we are listening to a problem and inside we are just thinking about the solution, like how to do it, we should do it this way so that everything should become good and everything becomes smooth, so that it helps us to create elevated thoughts. We are free from worries, sorrow, so we don't feel that this is a problem in that way. Everything is possible. Some things are difficult. We feel, oh, this is difficult, but with knowledge and with the power of mind, we can make everything easy. If the mind is not that powerful at that time, we feel like it's difficult. So how the problem comes, what happened that we feel problem, sometimes because of my own sanskaras, sometimes because of maybe some. So I remember once I went to one country, and there so many things were not available. So I was there for service. So I asked them, okay, if not many things are not available, but just tell me what is available. Just think about that. What is available here? So they said, oh, they don't sell this, they don't sell that. So I said, don't tell me what you can get, just tell me what you can get. So they said, oh, you can get milk, you can get butter. So I was like, let's create something with those things which are available. So I started doing that. So when I started that, then the prime minister of that country, when he came to know that I'm making many dishes, so whenever there are guests, so they used to tell us, oh, can you make these things, these many dishes for us as well? So there was a small country. So don't think, what I mean to say is, like, don't think about the things that you don't have. Think about the things you have and just try to use them in worthwhile way. Then you will not feel that there is something lacking. But we, like in that country, there were no potatoes, but other things were available. So I made good vegetables out of that. So some things happen like that. Like wheat was not there, but rice was there. So I said, oh, you can make chapati with rice flour. So what I mean to say is, like, if this is your habit of creating sorrow or worrying too much, then don't think about that. So that's what Baba is telling us, like, transform the old language and the old ways. So don't think about the transformation outside, bring the transformation inside first. So for your self progress, transform the sanskar, the nature, the habits. So Babdada's only desire is that reason should now finish and only solutions should be visible. So the problems should finish and things continue to be resolved. So therefore, don't speak of any excuse in terms of weaknesses. This happened because of you. This happened because of that thing. No, don't blame others. This is the old language. Transform it. Now transform this old language, old ways, and the language of carelessness and bitterness, and just become embodiments of solutions. So, self transformation first. So, self transformation will bring world transformation. So, Baba has given us this slogan. So, what is the solution? Baba has given us that already. Self transformation is the solution. So, this is our homework now. How to do it? No. Dadi Janki, she never used to like this word. Oh, how is this going to happen? No, just say this is going to happen like this. So just transform your language, how you speak. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakt
Om
Revisions.
Shanti. Now we will revise the Avyak Murli.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
मुरली की तारीख है 29
The
जून
date of the Murli is June 29, 1971.
से पुरुषार्थ का मार्ग स्पष्ट।
Make the path of effort clear with the light of knowledge.
शुरू में जब सर्विस पर
So, when you people went out to do service, in the beginning, although there was very little power of knowledge, on the basis of which power was the success then? So, the power was renunciation and love. The love of the intellect was for Baba and the Yagya. Just day and night, only Baba and Yagya that emerged from deep within your heart. It was the love that made everyone cooperative. It was this power of love that the centers were created. So, and this was the power that brought about the cooperation at the beginning of the establishment. The same has to happen at the end. So, at the beginning, you became Man Manabhav with love from the cooperation. It was the love from the corporeal form that made you cooperative and made you renounce everything. You now have to surround everything with the power of the love and cooperation. Even now, the main reason for the success of service in foreign land is that others are surrounded, which makes them loving and cooperative. The powers of love and cooperation are the practical proof of knowledge. This is the main basis of success in service. So wherever you may be staying, you must think that about creating a plan through which the task of giving the message can be accomplished very quickly. So at present, a lot remains to be done with love. One received the enthusiasm to take a jump in renunciation. How did all of you renounce everything? Only when your every vein was filled with love were you able to take a jump. Write to those in foreign land that now, just as they are continue to move forward with spiritual intoxication and happiness, in the same way they will continue to achieve success through constantly staying in intoxication and happiness. The tilak of victory has already been applied. Constantly continue to see your own tilak of victory. So Babdada is happy to see whatever you have done up to now, but you have to move forward. Only when you create heirs will you be told, well done. You must remain happy in whatever you have done up to now, but the task whereby everyone would say that this is the wonder still has not been carried out. You remain happy because you have very good permanent intoxication and happiness. So, up until now, the result is very good. The commander is very courageous when anyone take the responsibility for any task through this his own courage. Many others become his companion, even though this is the variety group. And the bouquet is very good. So Babdada, and this is why Baba is giving congratulations. And now this is the second Murli, easy method of remembrance. So, in which stage have all of you sitting here stabilizing yourselves? What stage would you call your stage of remembrance at the present time? Do you have double remembrance in this stage or single? Would you call the stage of the present time the stage of karmatit or the stage having the consciousness of being an angel? Those who think that the stage is anything other than avyak, raise your hand. Are you able to perform action while stabilizing yourself in such an avyak stage? Though others said no. So, what are you writing now is also performing an action, is it not? So, are you not able to have such a stage whilst performing an action? So somebody said, we are sitting personally in front of Baba. So if you, then Baba said, if you constantly think that Baba is with you, that he is, then he is personally in front of you. You would be constantly have this stage. So those people pay special attention when they go into such an atmosphere, and then that attention become the method of their safety. So in the same way, no matter what ordinary action you may be performing, you must pay attention to creating an avyakt stage every now and then. And whatever action you perform, if you constantly consider Bapdada to be your companion, and then do the task and do it with double force. What would be your stage? Firstly, you would easily be able to maintain the awareness, just as you are easily able to stay in remembrance by considering Baba to be personally in front of you. In the same way, if you constantly move along considering that Father to be your companion while performing every action, that then that is easy remembrance. Is it not? Okay. Om Shanti.